Are you planning on running for re-election?
Yes, I am.
And why should anybody believe you now?
Well, like I said, I will prove myself innocent, and then we'll move from there. And re-election is a very far time away from that.
So George Santos, after turning himself in, facing 13 charges, which we will recount, assures us that he will be running for re-election. I think it's more likely that he will just run. I think at any moment, I think he might just start running and reinvent himself somewhere off in the hinterlands. Anyway, he pleaded not guilty yesterday to 13 federal criminal charges. He was released on a $500,000 bond. I assume, Adrienne, that represents that the court considers him to be a fairly serious flight risk, which I think is putting it lightly.
Yes, because generally, if you are a significant public figure, they will release you on your own recognizance, thinking that, hey, you're not going to necessarily go anywhere. We know where you are. There's always cameras following you, but that tells you that the court is like, no dice, bruh. We know you could be Dr. Richard Kimball in a whole 5 seconds. You will be the fugitive. Give me your passport. You're going to have to stay here.
Yeah, and by the way, I would go over the check for that 500,000 a couple times, considering who we're talking about here. Anyway, he was charged for a lot of stuff. I don't know if we have time to go through all of it. Alleged wire fraud, money laundering, theft of public funds, lying to Congress, which they all do, but he's being charged for. Anyway, 7 counts of wire fraud, 3 counts of money laundering, 1 count of theft of public funds, 2 counts of making materially false statements to the US House. And that's just the crimes that George Santos is accused of doing. Wait until we get into Anthony DeValder and Katana Revanche and all of that. It stacks up. Anyway, he allegedly executed a scheme, according to the indictment, to quote, defraud supporters of his candidacy for the House by inducing supporters to donate to a company, quote, under the false pretense that the money would be used to support Santos's candidacy. Instead, the money was used on personal expenses, including luxury designer clothing and credit card payments per the indictment. And look, I will say, I usually take at face value these sorts of statements about allegations of criminality, but in this case, I have to say that I think I'm on his side, because they're saying he raised hundreds of thousands of dollars and then used it to buy luxury designer clothing. As we can tell from that video, he has been wearing the same shirt and sweater combo since he was sworn in. Where is all of that clothing that he bought? Maybe he defrauded the department stores, I don't know. But anyway, these are serious charges. They are quite believable charges, I will say, Adrienne. That is my amateur approach to this. What do you make of what he is being alleged to have done?
I think it sounds consistent with what we know of Mr. Santos, DeValder, so on and so forth. This isn't really shocking. The man has lied and lied and lied some more. And so it's really weird how he seems to be so indignant about his innocence when he got into his position lying, and he's shown us nothing other than being a lie. So I don't get it, but yeah, the charges seem on point.
Yeah, he's calling it a witch hunt. Like, ha 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 ha. I see what you're doing there. Like I really don't know to what extent he realizes the way he is perceived. Like he has had, like Trump has no shame, but I would say that George Santos is on a similar level of, if it was me, if I was George Santos, you would never see me in public again. Like I would find a way to never be seen, but he keeps going out there despite all that he's facing.